everyone. Welcome to Gardening for Better Health. This is Henry B. 723 coming to you today from my deck. I'm glad that you could stop by today. Thank you for stopping. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Welcome. If you're not a first time viewer, thank you for coming back. I wanted to talk with you a little bit today about some of the things that have had an impact on us here in the United States. As you know, we had a major election this week, and the results will vastly affect the United States as well as a lot of people overseas who are watching what's going on. Initially, I came out last week with a video, and in that video I mentioned that I thought about shutting down my garden for the year, not planting anything else to overwinter for this season, and pick up again next year if everything went well. Well, things did not go as well as I had hoped. And it drastically had an effect on my ability to rest for the rest of the season. With things that are going on, it's best, I think, that I continue to garden year round. I won't get that break that I thought I was going to get. And just pick up from here and go forward as best I can. And I know a lot of you are in the same situation, in that you had some plans to kind of wind down and take it easy over the winter months, but you've probably had to make some changes too. And if you have not already, you may consider it. We had a situation where we had two choices. Okay, one choice was here, one choice was there, and that little ball in the middle, that's us. That's us. We are in the middle of all of this stuff that has been going on, and whether the decision had been here or whether the decision had been here, it was going to affect us, and it has affected us. And right now, we don't know the full extent of everything that's coming. But what we all should know is that we have to prepare like never before. The things that we had that we thought were enough to sustain our families may not be close to enough. So I would strongly suggest you consider whatever you grew this year, triple it. If something happens and you have way more than what you need, it's perfectly fine to give some away to people who are not as fortunate. Okay, I do that. If I have more than enough, I give things away to people that need it. And that's what we're supposed to do, to look out for one another. But you have to look out for you and your family first. So I would suggest whatever you plan to plant for the fall and the spring next year, triple it. Because we don't know how long our situation is going to be where we are in flux. Now, what I would like to see is people getting together with their families and having a family meeting and making some decisions. Decisions about what is the best course for the finances for the family. Okay, everybody has their own situations that they're dealing with. At the family meeting, you need to talk about finances, and a lot of times families don't do that A lot of times families don't do that until there's an emergency, and then the topic of finances come up, and the finances are way different than what the other family members thought, and they didn't have time to prepare to cover the immediate emergency. So I would highly suggest that you call a family meeting and sit down and talk about everything. Talk about finances, talk about food, talk about shelter, talk about vehicles, talk about accommodations for anything that you're managing. Because we're going to have to band together in order to survive. Families have to get together, band together, and work together in order for things to be better for all of us. So I would suggest that you do that. I know a lot of us have family members that we don't deal with for various reasons, and I understand that. In situations like that, then you have to exclude the members that would not be of benefit in this particular situation to the family unit, or cause friction. So you know who to invite to your family meeting. You know who is really working to keep the family together, and who is willing to start working if they have not been. Get your families together, talk, come to an agreement on what you can do to strengthen the family unit in hard times, because they're coming. A lot of times we bury our heads in the sand and say, oh, it's not as bad as what they say it's going to be. They're not really going to do this that they said they were going to do. They're not really going to do that they said they were going to do. If they said they were going to do it, they're going to do it. And you may not know how great the extent of their changes are going to affect you. So make plans with your family, and if there's some things you need to change, then start making those changes. I know families that have gotten together and they're starting to talk, and some of them are discussing going down to one family home rather than several family homes. They want to go down to one family home so that the money is there to maintain one household, and then everybody else, after paying the household bills together, they have some money left to maintain themselves or to save or whatever else they need to do. But sometimes it's necessary to change your situation in order to continue to grow. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I've had to change my situation. I thought I was done gardening for the year. I had looked forward to being done gardening for the year. But with the recent events that have happened, I need to go back to gardening, because we don't know what's going to be available in the stores or wherever else that we need things from. So I'm going to go back to gardening. I'm going to not just do what I did last year, but I'm going to add some pots and beds to try to triple what I grew this year, so that I'm not caught by surprise when some of these things happen that we did not anticipate. So that's what I would suggest that you think about. I want all of you to be safe. I want all of you to be happy. I want all of you to have the things you need. Whatever you need to do to be more self-sufficient, start working on that now if you have not already been working on it, because you're going to need to be able to maintain the integrity of your family as best as you can, being more self-sufficient. So that's what I wanted to bring to you today. And I hope that everyone where you are is doing well. We're doing well here. And like, share, and subscribe. Uh, Make sure this video gets around to your friends and family and other people that you know, because we have to buckle down and we have to be prepared. I love you guys. Talk to you again soon. Bye for now.